Hi and happy new year. It's 2022. So I kind of missed you at Christmas. I do apologize about that. I was a little bit busy, but never too busy to come back to you. And now we've got the start of a brand new year, and I'm sure that a lot of you are straight back into your old routine of selling, hopefully with lots of new ideas and techniques and innovative ways to move forward and grow. And I'm sure that there's quite a few of you who are brand new to this whole thing and would like some more tips. And so with that in mind, and the fact that I've had so many great comments from previous videos, I think I should share with you some more ideas and thoughts that I have that I think will help you. This video is about what makes you so good at selling. The reason I chose that is because in the last video that I put out, the do's and don'ts of cold calling, I gave you lots and lots of short, sharp tips that will help you to improve on your selling techniques on the phone. I also in that video said something about putting more meat on the bones of those tips. So this video is about doing just that, but without repeating everything that I already told you in that one. So I thought about how can I do that in the best possible way and give you some real value. And what I came to is the fact that very few salespeople can really put their finger on exactly which skills are their greatest and which ones they need to improve on the most. And without knowing the answer to what makes you good at selling, you can't possibly know which of a load of tips are the most relevant and which ones you should pick out to become even better. That is really, really crucial to you, because the last thing you want to do is pick up tips that make you change something that actually already works for you. You know, and just because somebody put it out there, put the tip out there, it doesn't mean you need that tip to improve what you're all doing. Okay, it also, just because somebody else might have used that tip and it worked for them, it still doesn't mean that you need that same tip. So knowing what works or what makes you good at selling is a really, really great question. The marketplace is fast moving. They've moved on loads over the years, so it's so far more sophisticated and complex today than ever before. And I think I have mentioned the importance, therefore, of self-awareness in selling. How do you come across to that sophisticated marketplace? Essential to know where you are now and what you need to do to improve on. So number one, I had said to you last time, do be yourself when you're cold calling. And I guess the big question to that is, who are you? Do you actually know who you actually are? Who is yourself? So there's lots and lots of different types of personalities out there. There's no rights or wrongs in personalities in sales. It's how well you apply that personality to what you're doing. So, you need to understand who you are. Are you the sort of person that averts your eyes so that you don't have to say hello to a stranger passing by? Or are you the one that kind of tries to catch their eye so that they have to say hello to you? There may even be more than one version of you under different situations, but in selling, you need to know which version of you sells best. One great tip that I would give you to help you to really know the best version of you in selling is to ask people you have sold to. Ask your clients, why did they choose to go with you over the other options that they had? Was it you? Was it anything that you did or said? And really take on board what they're saying, because a lot of the time they'll tell you what your strengths are. It should also highlight to you the importance of you as the bridge between the product and the customer. Okay, products don't sell themselves, you sell them. Tip number two, to help you to know what makes you great at sales, is you have to know how good you are at listening. So I'm going to emphasize this listening thing once again, because it is so, so important to sales. Now, when I mention this whole listening thing to people, there's a number of times I'll hear a salesperson say the old statement, 2 ears, 1 mouth, and I'm sure you've heard it. And it kind of comes out of their mouth in the sense that I know that I have to listen really well because I know that I have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Well, that's all very well, but the most ironic part of that is the fact that if that person practiced it, they wouldn't be talking about it, they'd actually be stumm, and they'd be thinking about it, and they'd be thinking to themselves, am I listening, or am I dying to butt in to what this person said? So next time you get excited because the customer said something that makes you want to butt in, see if you can wait to be asked for your opinion instead of giving it for free, right? If you wait to be asked for your opinion, then you're going to get, first of all, you're going to get the whole picture from them because you'll continue to listen and you'll get more info. But you also create a bit more interest and intrigue from the buyer as to what you have to say and what your opinion is. So your opinion or response suddenly becomes more valuable to them. So think about it that way. You want your opinion to be of value. It's not of value if you shove it at them when they stop to breathe, all right? It's only of value when they're interested in knowing what your opinion is or your response is. So my third tip to help you to know how to improve is about inhibitions, because a lot of the stuff that I've talked to you about here, you've got to be kind of brave enough to do it in the first place. So here's a question for you. Do you harbor too many inhibitions? Okay, inhibitions are a big reason why salespeople will lose an opportunity, because they just don't ask for what they called for. They have a great conversation and just feel so comfortable in the conversation that they forget to ask the customer, what they actually called for. Things like budget, of course, timing comes into it too, but when the fruit is ripe, then, some salespeople simply don't reach for it. And if they don't, then you're going to miss it. So here's how to know if you're missing an opportunity or opportunities. Think to yourself, what is your first port of call to an approach to a customer or a response to a customer? If you use email or text or any kind of DM messaging first before you pick up the phone, then you have some inhibitions and fear of the unknown. If you hide behind a title that does not say sales, and you are a little afraid to tell people that you're a salesperson, remember this was in my do's and don'ts, then again, you probably have some inhibitions. It's not necessarily a chip or an ego issue, it's just that you need to be bolder. You need to lose those inhibitions. So try using the phone instead of messages from now on, and keep doing it until you get over this fear of what the other person may say to you when you pick up the phone. Okay, so there's some tips about how you can really know how good you are at sales, and therefore know which tips you should be picking up and applying, and which tips you're not going to be able to apply because there's something else in the way first. So hopefully this will really, really help you to decide that. But also, it will also help you to decide if sales is for you. It's not for everybody. A lot of us fall into selling not by design, mainly by accident. So be honest with yourself. But hey, I put out lots and lots of tips out there. And if you need more help on self-awareness, give me a shout. You can contact me via the website wisemeup.co.uk. You can contact me on email, shea@wisemeup.co.uk. Or you can DM me through any of the social media channels where you will find me under Shea Heer. And don't forget to share. Please do share these videos if you think they're useful. And subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Thank you if you have. Let's spread the word and help everybody to be better. If everybody's better, sales is more appreciated, and our job wouldn't be so hard. All right. Have a great day. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.